This is Lenovo's Yoga 2 Pro flippable and foldable Ultrabook. The Yoga 2 Pro is a svelte 3-pound 0.61-inch thin machine based on Intel's 4th generation Haswell processor, and we're specifically looking at a model based on the Intel Core i7-4500U dual core at 1.6 GHz with boost speeds up to 2.6 GHz. On board is Windows 8.1 as well as 4 GB of 1600 MHz DDR3 RAM and a 128 GB solid-state drive. Also on board is a 720p HD webcam, Intel 802.11bg and wireless, and Bluetooth 4. However, one of the most standout features of the Yoga 2 Pro is its absolutely gorgeous 13.3-inch QHD Plus full-touch display with its super tight 3200 by 1800 native resolution. I'm going to say that again, 3200 by 1800 native res on this panel. It is super high res. This is an IPS display with 72% color gamut and wide 170-degree viewing angles and 350 nits of brightness. It's easily one of the nicest high-resolution displays we've ever laid eyes on for any 13-inch notebook. As configured, the Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro retails for $999. The Yoga 2 Pro also comes with a very tiny AC adapter, but the other major feature of the product is its specialized hinges that allow the notebook to contort into many different positions, hence the name, Yoga. There are in fact 4 different modes for which the Yoga 2 Pro can set up in. Like its predecessor, it can flip and bend into tablet mode, tent mode, stand mode, and the traditional notebook mode. Stand mode might be useful for video viewing or video chats, things like that, while tent mode is perhaps more intended as a touch-driven setup for gaming, photo viewing, or quick browsing. While tablet and notebook modes are pretty self-explanatory, at least one would hope. But again, we can't say enough about the Yoga 2 Pro's impressive 3200 by 1800 display. It really is gorgeous, and once you've seen image quality at this resolution, it's hard to go back to more standard setups. Our video review here really doesn't do the Yoga 2 Pro justice. There are, however, some considerations you'll need to keep in mind with a super high-res but relatively small 13-inch notebook form factor for display. As you can see, web pages at standard 100% zoom can look pretty tiny, so you'll want to turn up image zoom settings in Windows to help compensate for this. However, when viewing HD video and of course 4K Super HD video content, this panel really impresses. The Yoga 2 Pro is built with a silver flat matte finished covering that almost completely eliminates fingerprints, surprisingly. Lenovo also added sort of a rubberized grip edge to the top bezel of the notebook, which feels great and protects the display a bit as well. It's one of the nicest notebook designs we've seen in a long while, and the right edge of the Yoga 2 Pro houses a headphone and mic port, as well as a powered USB 2 port, and you have power and volume controls here as well. There's also a battery status indicator light and a Novo button that can access Lenovo's one-key recovery tools or BIOS setup, as well as a rotation lock button. On the back, you'll find venting for the system, as well as the Yoga 2 Pro's fully articulating hinges. And on the left edge of the Yoga 2 Pro, you'll find the new rectangular power port that Lenovo is employing in its notebooks lately, as well as a USB 3 port, HDMI out, and an SD card reader. And as you can see here, the Yoga 2 Pro, with the help of its 128 GB solid-state drive that we had installed in our system, also boots faster than most notebooks we've tested to date, in well under 10 seconds actually. It's really quick on boot up. The Yoga 2 Pro's keyboard is also really nice. It's a backlit keyboard, and it has an extra column of keys on the right side for page up and down, end and home buttons, etc. The keycaps are slightly concave and shaped to fit your fingers nicely, and there's a fair bit of travel. However, we did notice the keyboard's smaller than traditional backspace key, which takes a bit of getting used to, and it's the result of Lenovo squeezing in those few additional keys on the right edge of the keyboard. It's the same configuration as Lenovo's Yoga 13 model, incidentally, as well, but once you've worked with the machine for a while, you do get used to it.